Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know things look a little different today. I mean, barely. I've moved the angle of the camera, but it's just because I have some new lighting equipment, some new photographing equipment, and I will talk about that in a future video, so stay tuned. But for now, I am so excited to be doing a video today. This video is all about how I have increased my sales 100% on eBay, and they are back to over $5,000 for the month. So I'm extremely excited about that. Took a lot of hard work. I'm going to tell you all the tips and tricks and things that I did to get the ball rolling again, as well as sharing some solds for you guys and show you kind of what my hottest items were for the last few weeks. So yeah, it should be a pretty good video, I hope, to help you guys and help you grow your business, help you get some tips and tricks. But first off, for anyone new here, my name is Ashley and I am a mom of 2 little boys ages 5 and 7, and I work on my business part-time while also juggling all the mom craziness. So that's kind of what I share on my channel, how I run my business on eBay and Amazon part-time, and just kind of how I run things around here. For anyone who likes my perspective on selling, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all of the latest updates and videos. Okay, let's dive into it. So as I explained, and I will link this video here, I was in a slump. I was having a really hard last few months, but I just gritted my teeth and was determined to bring my eBay store back to life. So here's what I did. I mean, just the basics. I listed a lot more than I usually do, and I sourced more inventory, and I ran a lot of sales, and I sent a ton of offers. So on eBay, if someone is watching your item or if someone is interested in your item, you have the option to send an offer to that person. If the discount is over 5%, then all the watchers will get those offers and they have 48 hours to decide if they want to take it or counter offer. So what I did was, on everything that was just sitting for a long time, I was going to do an auction, but I thought I'd try this instead. I sent a ton of offers out for just the lowest I could go, and I got a lot of sales from that. So definitely not everyone's going to bite when you send that bait out, but quite a few did for just a really good price, and I was able to clear out a bunch of inventory. And because my store was active and getting sales, I had a lot of full price sales or higher sales as well. So that was a feature. I haven't really used offers to watchers a ton. Personally, I don't use it all the time. Maybe I'll incorporate it once a week into my routine with eBay. I'm still experimenting with it, and I would hesitate to give you guys any advice before like I've tested it and seen if it works. But if you haven't ever done it, just scroll through, even on your app, all of your listings, and it'll say send offer if there's anyone watching or interested. And I would definitely recommend doing that if you've seen stagnant sales. Sometimes it just takes a really attractive offer, meaning like, yes, less than you maybe wanted originally to get for it, but it does get the ball rolling again. Could my items have sold for more if I had just waited? Sure. But it was definitely worth it to me to get stuff going again because, like I said, I'm really just trying to get back on track with my goals. So enough about that. Like I said, my sales were over $5,000 for the last 30 days. I'm thrilled with that. I'm so excited. I really, really hope I can keep this momentum going. It is kind of touch and go still, so I'm just going to continue listing what I know sells and keep looking for things that are new to me, new brands to me, new hot items, and just hope for the best. Okay, so now let me share some of the things that have sold for me. These Stuart Weitzman boots I have had for a while. They're like booties, I guess. Platform, leather, really nice, and I definitely wanted more than $35 for them. But they had been sitting for a while, and this still made me a decent profit, so I took the offer, and I'm really happy to see them go to their new home. So this is just a case where, I mean, Stuart Weitzman in general just has not ever fetched a super high price for me. And to be honest, it's a little bit of a slower seller, so I'm even hesitant to pick it up. If it's the kitten heel or the older Stuart Weitzman, I honestly just mostly pass on it. But these were platform booties, or they were really different, so that's why I picked them up. But I'm happy to see them go for $35 plus shipping. Okay, yes, Christmas ornaments have sold in February, which is kind of crazy. But these Balsam Hill Christmas ornaments, they're real glass. They sold for $60 plus $10 shipping, which I was totally happy with. These were still in the packaging, in the box, so it was really easy for me to, I put that box with foam padding in another box with padding and shipped it out and put Fragile on the box. I am not an expert on shipping ornaments, but because they were in the original compartmentalized, bubble wrapped, super secure box that Balsam Hill had sent them in, I was comfortable using that same box to ship it out again. Again, I was hesitant to list these because I've never sold Christmas ornaments before, but these looked really nice and I'm glad they fetched the price they did. This Barnfly sort of cowgirl gingham button-up, it's actually a snap button cowboy shirt. It sold overnight for my full asking price, and what I am kicking myself, you guys, because there were two Barnfly shirts right next to each other. And I was debating with myself, do I pick it up, do I not? Because the last time I picked up Barnfly, it took a while to sell. I was like, it's hit or miss. I picked up one, the one I thought was more interesting, and I left the other, and this one sold overnight, and now I'm like, I am so dumb. I could have picked up both. But lesson learned, next time I see a really unique embroidered Barnfly cowboy snap button shirt, I will definitely get it. So this sold for, I picked it up for $4.50, and it sold for $30 including shipping. These Boss & Co. Beauval waterproof leather, like suede shearling lined boots sold for $45 plus shipping. And these again were the style that I talked about in one of my recent videos. Anything that's kind of above ankle, shearling lined leather, weatherproof boot is going to sell pretty decently well, I think. And comps on these looked pretty good, and I'm really glad that they sold. Again, like, not for my original asking price, but I'm totally fine with that because, like I said, I'm trying to get these moving, and this still made the profit that I needed. This is the flax shirt, one of them that I bought in Hawaii. It sold for $22 plus $5 shipping. I spent an average of $3 per item in Hawaii, so I'm really happy with this profit. Again, not what I was looking for. I was kind of hoping to get more for it, but I am so happy with this. I'm really trying to get my store going, and honestly, the last month, I have been like, Ash, you have got to lower the bar on what you want by a lot because you want things to be moving. And sure enough, I kind of gritted my teeth with some offers that I accepted, but I was just like, it's time. I have to let things go. And I know this isn't forever, and I know this isn't permanent. I don't always have to be this like desperate to accept offers, but I really was trying to get my store back on track, and beggars can't be choosers, so I was just happy to get any offer I could. So yeah, this sold for $22 plus $5 shipping, which made me a decent profit. These Rag & Bone men's jeans sold really quickly. I love selling men's designer jeans. I wish I could find them more often, but these are the men's 30 by 30 standard fit black. These even had some like fading on the knee, and they still sold for $38 plus $6 shipping, which was totally awesome for me. I picked them up for $4.50. Rag & Bone can be iffy for me on the styles, even for the women's styles, but for men, AG, Rag & Bone, even 7 for All Mankind sells a little bit better for me than for women. I picked up this Free People flannel button-up shirt. I had really cool back actually that had like a frayed embroidery on it, and it sold very quickly for $20 plus $5 shipping. Normally what I do is every new listing I have at a certain price, and I don't run a sale on that yet until time has passed, and then I'll run a sale on my newer items. Well, what I did most recently was I ran a sale on everything, like even my brand new listings of just 20%, but I was like, let's see if this helps kickstart sales. And sure enough, it did. So this is something that I might do again. I did do this years ago, but it does take a little more hand holding with your store. You have to keep an eye on your sale. You have to renew it. You know, it's a little tricky, and it does set the bar kind of low for watchers. If they start watching it when it's on sale and then it goes back up, you may see less activity. So I'm gonna experiment with it a little bit more, but still, I mean, I don't need to repeat myself 1,000 times. I was trying to get my store back going. So I was thrilled to see this sell for 20 bucks. I did pay $4 for it, so $20 plus $5 shipping isn't the best profit ever, but it was a quick flip and I'm happy with that. I love picking up these Tory Burch ballet flats because usually they look pretty worn when you pick them up at a thrift store. There's wearing at the toe, there's wearing at the heel, but my secret is I just use Allen Edmonds shoe polish. I polish them right up and they seriously look like new. So I do this all the time, and I even have a tarnish polish and Brasso metal polishes that I use for the hardware. Cleans them right up, brightens them right up. So these were only $5. They sold for $45 plus $10 shipping in just a day or two. People sometimes pass on leather shoes that have wear at the toe, but I will show you, I'll link it here. I've done a video on how I clean shoes and how I use shoe polish to really beautify shoes again, and so I will link it here. So yeah, I wish I could show you before and afters on these shoes because they just looked a little bit worse for wear beforehand, and then afterwards you just seriously wouldn't even know. They were in great condition. So really happy to see these go for my full asking price. This Anthropologie Cartanier, I think I'm saying that right, Cartanier blazer. Cartanier can be like a little bit of a slower mover or like hit or miss as far as like what price I can get for it, but this sold very quickly for my full asking price of $25 plus $6 shipping. Again, if you're seeing these new photos are done with my new lighting setup. So this is a lighting setup. It's right here. It's huge. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what it is. This new lighting setup allows me to photograph at night, which is something that actually is really helping me boost my store again, because when night comes and I'm using natural daylight, I obviously cannot photograph. So I'm using this lighting studio. It's been really handy. So that's why you're seeing some different photos in this what sold. Anyway, this sold for $25 plus $6 shipping, and I bought it for $4.50. Surprise, surprise, I sold another grill. I don't know how exciting these are, but like I've said many times, I bought these, gosh, 2.5 years ago now, out of liquidation for $6 each, and they have slowly been selling for close to $100 each, well, $50 to $100 each, and this was no exception. It sold for $91 plus $7 shipping. The one issue was that it was shipped to Puerto Rico. So the shipping was actually kind of crazy. It was like $25. So that kind of bit me in the bottom, but because I got it for only $6, it was still a great profit. I just need to adjust my shipping settings for places like Puerto Rico because it just is a little bit more expensive. I don't pick up Albion Fit exercise clothing very often, but these look to be in really good condition. Joggers seem to sell really well for me, and these were a recent style. So sure enough, as soon as I listed them, they started to get a lot of watchers, and these sold pretty quickly for $30 plus $5 shipping, and I got them for just $3. So Albion is a brand to look out for if you're in the activewear section, but again, with Albion, it has to be a more recent style. Okay, this is the J. Crew Sophie open front blazer, kind of almost like a cardigan. Super, super cute, super recent. This is a recent style, and I will show you the recent tag on this because J. Crew has adjusted some of their newer tags, and they're very distinct from their older tags. So if you find newer J. Crew, it will sell for more and it will sell faster. The older J. Crew, I am finding, is a lot harder to move these days. So that's something that I'm going to be adjusting going forward, is what do I pick up as far as J. Crew. Again, the recent labels though seem to do pretty well for me, and this was no exception. This sold for $50 plus $6 shipping within a day or two. These J. Crew boots took about a year to sell, so they took a while, but they did sell for $35 plus $7 shipping, which I was really happy with. I got these at a yard sale actually last summer, and I picked them up for just a couple dollars, so I was really happy to see them go. But again, it took time. And that's just the funny thing with eBay. Like, you just, sometimes I don't know when it's gonna sell. It could sell in a day or two. It could have 5 watchers the first day and then not sell for a year. Like, sometimes it's just a gamble, and sometimes things you're about to put on auction and just get rid of sell for full price. So I don't know, it's kind of a gamble either way, but I honestly like rolling the dice every day. Okay, this Burberry purse, I wanted more money for, but again, I was trying to keep things moving, and there was quite a bit of wear on the interior and a little bit of wear on the hardware. So I let it go, I made my profit, and I moved on. It's a very small patent leather crossbody. Burberry is kind of hit or miss for me. I mean, unless it's like a newer style. Like, each time I've had Burberry, it has taken a while to sell. Like, I'm talking months. So I don't know why that is. Maybe I just haven't found the most like heat when it comes to Burberry. I was really happy to see this go, and this sale did spur on a lot of sales for that day. So very grateful. Okay, Madewell is totally hit or miss for me. Lately, it's been very slow moving and for a low price, but this courier shirt, like in the buffalo check, like kind of gingham almost, it's like a shirt dress, really loose fit, sold overnight for my full asking price. So again, like, I cannot help myself from picking up Madewell. A few years ago, Madewell sold super fast and for a great price, and even though that's changed recently, like, I still find myself picking it up. I don't know why I do that, but This dress was definitely worth it. I think I'll stick with the Madewell dresses. Even the jeans aren't selling as great for me, so I don't know. But anything unique, any of the dresses, and I will probably look up comps on what I'm finding for Madewell and see if it is worth it for me to sell. These Rag & Bone jeans I picked up in my very last video, my most recent video, the Go Thrift With Me video, the Dre Fit size 27s. These sold very quickly, like I talked about, for my full asking price of $36 plus $6 shipping. Again, I could have gotten more, but we were trying to get sales going. I feel like I said that 20 times. I should edit this out. But this particular style sells quickly and well for me. Probably the best of all of the Rag & Bone styles that I've noticed so far. This Army issued backpack took forever to sell. I got it for $3 at a yard sale. So I was like, I cannot pass it up. So I sat on it, I think I even sent an offer for $50 for this backpack. No one took it. And then boom, suddenly someone bought it for full price at $104. Super grateful. It was in perfect condition. And luckily, I had just gotten my shipment from USPS of like fresh padded flat rate envelopes for free. You get that for free. And the box was like exactly big enough. The box it came in was big enough for this bag. So I shoved it in there, and just because that stresses me out, I'll be totally honest. When I sell something big like this, I don't carry a ton of huge boxes with me. So a lot of times I have to like Frankenstein a box together to make it work. So I was really happy that I had a box magically appear that was just big enough. So, and it was only $15 to ship, thank heavens. So not too bad on the shipping, and I made a really good profit on this bag. The Patagonia Better Sweater fleece material is really, really hot right now. I picked this up for $4.50. and it sold very quickly for $45 plus $6 shipping. This is the women's pea coat in the Better Sweater material, and I don't even know if it's a pea coat, but I called it a pea coat. It's gray, and it's got that same Better Sweater knit. The men's Better Sweater, I actually got one for my husband for Christmas, and he loves it. It's just a classic staple for a lot of men and women in their wardrobes. So happy when I found this. Patagonia can be hit or miss, especially when it's women's, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that comps on this jacket were really good, and it sold very quickly. Another hit or miss brand is Prana. I end up picking it up more often than I probably should, but I really like selling it. It does sell pretty quickly for me, and occasionally, like with this jacket, this cardigan with the button up, like it had like the fluted sleeves, it sold for $36 plus $6 shipping, and I only paid a few dollars for it. So I think it just depends on style. I do like selling their wool dresses. I like selling certain styles of leggings. But yeah, this was definitely a win, and it sold pretty quickly too. You might remember these frame jeans from my most recent video, the Thrift With Me video. These sold really quickly for $28 plus $6 shipping. Frame is a little hit or miss for me. Sometimes it sells for a lot, sometimes it sells for not so much. So because I'm trying to get things going, I priced it lower than I thought, and I had the sale going, and it sold really quickly. So I'm really happy to see it go. And again, I paid just $4 for it, so I'm really happy. Always happy when I can have a fast sale, and I try not to obsess over what I could have gotten it for. It sold, I got my money, we can all move on. So these look deceivingly like Doc Martens. They're not. They're a brand called Gobi, and they are actually a vegan leather. They're a side zip boot, and they still sold really well. They sold for $45 plus $15 shipping, which I was really happy with. So I figured the print and the style was similar enough to Doc Martens, and the comps looked really good, so I was happy to see this sale. Another car part sold for $78 plus $7 shipping. I love selling these. I mean, enough said. They sell for a great profit. And again, like, they are slowly dwindling from our garage, but I just love seeing them sell. Super easy to ship. I pull them out, I weigh it, I slap a label on, and we are all done. So if I could find a million car parts, I think I would. And maybe I will. Maybe I'll be on the lookout for some more car parts in the future, just to load up my store once again. Because car parts are a need versus a want. When someone needs a new car part, they have to go find it, and if you have a decent one on eBay, it'll sell. This was my first time finding Reformation. These are some black high-rise skinny jeans. They were a little bit stretched out, but they still sold for $38 plus $6 shipping. So I was totally happy with that. I will definitely be picking up Reformation again. But yeah, I don't find it that often, so I kind of wish I could. I talked about driftwood in my video where I talked about really fast-selling items, and these were just no exception. They sold for $45 plus $6 shipping overnight, really fast. Both times I've had driftwood, they've sold extremely quickly. So definitely be on the lookout for driftwood jeans. These Rock Revival men's jeans, I was actually at the thrift store with my son after we went to like Panda Express to grab dinner. I told him we could have Panda Express if he would go with me to Savers really fast. So we went to Savers. We kind of shopped through. Savers has really high prices around here, so I don't go that often. But as I was checking out, I saw on the rack like to be put away these Rock Revival men's jeans in a large size. These are size 38 by 33. And like I started salivating. I even left the store. I was like, no, I'm gonna go to Panda Express. I don't want my son to throw a tantrum. But then after Panda, like I seriously could not stop thinking about it. So I was like, hey buddy, can we go back really fast? And then like, luckily they were still there. I grabbed them and I bought them. They were like $10, but they sold for $50 plus $6 shipping. And I knew they would because they're a larger Rock Revival size. So that's my little story about these jeans. And my son didn't even throw a fit. He was totally fine. Last but not least, this was my biggest sale. These are Brain Tap headset Porter Vision audio visual stimulation headphones. That's a mouthful. They sold for $225. I did have to check that they worked. I don't even know fully what they do, but they turned on, the lights all moved. The buyer sent me a positive feedback saying he loved them, he appreciated them. These are originally, I think, retail for close to $500 or $600. You don't need a prescription for them. That's why I was able to sell them on eBay just fine. And it's not like a medical equipment. These are just basically headphones. They flash lights, and I think you listen to some kind of audio stimulation while the lights flash. If anyone has insights, drop them in the comments below because I honestly don't know what these do. But I was really happy to see them go. When you see me selling electronics or anything like that on eBay, it's just because I can't sell them on Amazon. So all of my electronics and my finds like this usually go to Amazon FBA. But if they can't, I just sell it on eBay and I'm totally happy with that too. It's just easier if I can make a shipment for Amazon, send it off to the warehouse and be done versus continuing to store all this stuff back here. So really happy with these. I got some lowball offers right away, and that is a key. Like if you list something, you know it's hot when you start getting low offers immediately. That means somebody is trying to snipe it from you. So I had these priced right. They sold in a few days and I'm really happy with that. Whew, okay, we are done with this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I hope this helped. I'm really excited with the momentum my store has started to show, and I'm incredibly grateful for all of you that you are following along with this journey right along with me. I try to keep it extremely real. Yes, I had a slump. Things were really hard for a while, but I'm working really hard to get it back on track. I just appreciate that you guys are tagging along. I'm not the biggest seller, I'm not the best seller, but I'm just trying to figure it out right along with you guys. Thanks again for watching. If you like this video, you want more content like this, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. And I love your suggestions as well. Don't be afraid to drop them in. Subscribe to my channel if you want to make sure you have all my latest videos right in your YouTube feed. And again, you guys, thank you so much. I will catch you next time.